Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today. So today this video is about this look, and this look is created using products only from Sleek Cosmetics. I had a few of their products, so I thought I'd do this video and let you guys know what I think about the products that I have. So I'm starting with my brows already done. My brow routine is always the same. So I've done that, and now I'm just putting some moisturizer on my skin just to hydrate my skin. I do have oily skin, but I still like to have hydrated skin before I do my makeup because hydration is different from oil. Yeah, so I'm just preparing my skin now. I'm going to go in with the Life Proof Foundation by Sleek. And I just picked this up the other day, and so this foundation, it says, is a Life Proof Your Look. That is a foundation that goes the distance. It's a soft focus powder creating a blurring effect to help to reduce the appearance of fine lines. The oil-free formula can help skin look even and shine free. So they are the and also it says it's full coverage, oil proof, waterproof. That's interesting. So this foundation, I'm putting it on, as you can see. Sorry guys, I was just reading from a website. So so these are the things that stood out to me about this foundation. So it was quite good coverage. I thought the coverage was really good. It felt soft on the skin. Now that I'm thinking about how it read, it said things like blurring effect and helps to reduce the appearance of fine lines, and that it's oil free. I didn't know that, so that's pretty interesting. But the shade, guys, if you can see it, like the shade's really good for my skin. And what I'm showing you right now is just that there were some imperfections, and I only did one layer, so there were some imperfections poking through, so I wanted to kind of go over. So I just added a few more drops and I got the coverage that I wanted. But it definitely was a nice finish to my skin, very natural as well. I'm now going in with the Sleek Makeup Cream Contour Kit, and I have it in the shade medium. And these are the shades that you get in them. There are 2 highlighting shades and 4 contouring shades. And I'm about to use this shade here that I'm pointing to right now. And I'm going to use that to just prime my lids. Some of the things that it reads about the Cream Contour Kit are: this palette contains 2 highlighting, 4 contouring, ultra blendable shades that work together to help you to achieve a perfectly contoured complexion. Okay, it definitely does feel ultra blendable. That is definitely true. It's very blendable, the formula in these palettes, and that's definitely the truth. And I do feel like the coverage is good as well. It has quite a slippery basis. I think if I had to say one thing that I'm thinking of right now as I was using it, it was that it was quite slippery. I like a real tacky finish to anything liquidy. I like the fact that it tacks, so I just feel like it sticks to the skin a lot better. But this does the job, apart from the fact that I did find it a little bit movable. So I'm using this Laura Mercier powder now, which is not a Sleek product obviously, but you know, I've used all the Sleek products I have in this video. I'm just using that Laura Mercier powder to set my eyelids so I can go in with the eyeshadow palette. So the eyeshadow palette that I'm using by Sleek is the Eye Define Ultra Matte V2731 palette, and these eyeshadows are mineral based eyeshadows. Okay, so as you can see, when I first got this palette, I've had this palette years now. Hi Louis. Just like nosying in my video. But anyway, I've had this palette for about 2 years now. I know. And so I'm using it, but you can see at the time when I was using it, I used to love it. It was so good. So and when I used it, I was like, I can see why I fell in love with it at the time. But anyway, I'm just using this burgundy shade. The thing is about this palette is, one thing about this palette is that they don't have any names for the shades, but it's a pretty old palette, you know, so maybe then they didn't have names for shades, because some still don't have names for shades. So now I'm showing you guys this brush set, and this brush set was pretty cool actually. It had 7 brushes in it. I believe this is like, I think it's $19.99 for 7 brushes, and to be honest, the brushes were really like decent quality. I was highly surprised. It was probably one of the products out of everything that I used that I was like, whoa, well done, you know, for the price as well. So I'm now taking this light shade. I'm just going to use that to blend out the harsh lines of the shadow that I used before. And as you can see, it just creates this really beautiful blended out area, so that nothing's harsh, it's all blended out and looks yeah, seamless. So like, as you can see, like these, honestly, Sleek, I think Sleek, here's me showing you one of the brushes now, because I actually use this brush to start to build up kind of like a, you know, just a bit of a darker area on that part of my eyelid. But again, this is not about like the shadow, the look. It's more about showing you how I use the products and giving you a feel for the products. So I've gone in with this Sleek highlighting palette. I don't have it here with me, that's so annoying. But this palette that I'm showing you guys in the video is like 5 highlighter shades in it. It will be in the description bar below. And I kept kind of going back and forth with the shimmer shades. It was like a Christmas special. They may still have them, I don't know. But there's 5 like shimmery shades in there. And this is kind of me going back and forth with choosing kind of the kind of look I want. And in the end, I really do. I can definitely say that they are super, they have a nice feel. Look, I'm using them with my fingers. When I can use a shimmer shade with my fingers, I feel like it's a good shimmer, because you can't, yeah, some shimmer shades just don't work well. It's temperature. So I think Sleek, for me, I understood Sleek to be that kind of, you know, I've always kind of known that they're going to have really good eyeshadow. They've been out for such a long time, and it always appealed to me as like a black owned company. So I'm not sure if that's the case anymore, because they definitely provide for all complexions. But you know, in this, I've always known them to have really greatly pigmented shadows, and I think, as you can see on my eyes, these shadows are lovely. They're really easy to use, they're creamy enough, they move about enough, they work well with the, you know, the temperature of our skin and the surface of our skin very well. And yeah, it was, you know, as you can see, the shadow was well used. So I'm just going in with these Vegas nail lashes. They're not, you know, Sleek again, but they worked. They weren't the greatest, to be honest. When I was looking, I was like, these lashes are not me really, but I made it work. So now I'm going again with the contour kit in medium, and I'm using the highlighting shade. As you can see, I'm just going to keep building on that, and I feel like it's definitely like it does have this soft velvety feel, which I've now read in the description. That definitely is apparent, and also the coverage is definitely what they've described, and also just that ability to build upon it and to create, you know, I feel like that's definitely there. I think the thing is about this is it's for me, it's a formula. I'm more used to working with formulas that are more liquidy in sort of the way it feels, but then also that it's much more of a dramatic finish as well, or, you know, dramaticness to it. Whereas this, you have to build it up quite a lot, which works in the end, but it's a different process for me. But I definitely think it's a really nice product. I feel like it's really easy to use for anybody, so I feel like all people will be able to use it. Like, you know, people that don't do much with makeup, I think this is good. It's a good product to work with. So you can see me here, I'm trying the contour colours at the moment, and you can see that they're just not dark enough for my skin. I really thought that like my mum hit it on the head with this contour kit before in one of the videos before I mentioned it, but it just wasn't actually showing up on me. So actually the darker one would have been so much more so they do this in dark, and dark would have worked best for me, which really should be obvious, but to me it wasn't at the time. Anyway, I'm just going to take this Makeup Revolution fast base foundation in the shade 18. I think it's like C18 or something 18. That's the shade that I'm taking. I'm just going to use that to contour my face and to sculpt it out. Obviously I was hoping that I would have been able to do that with the Sleek, but it just wasn't dark enough. It wasn't going to create those shadows that I needed it to. But I am using the Sleek brush, one of the Sleek brushes out of the thing that I can't actually say it to you guys now about the Sleek brushes, because I did end up giving them to my niece because they're really nice brushes. I personally don't love brushes with small handles, but as I think about it, I would use that set on holiday. That would be a really great set on holiday. And now I think about it, but I did give it to my niece, and I think it was the right thing to do because she would really use it all the time, where I've got so many brushes, you know, like I'm not going to use it as much as she would. So I thought she would definitely benefit from it more. And now I'm just setting again. I'm using the Laura Mercier. I've never used any of Sleek's setting powders, so I'm not sure about those, you know, what that's like. Even though, to be honest guys, I'm looking for a drugstore setting powder. So the drugstore setting powders that I have are Makeup Revolution banana powder, W7 banana powder, and I also have I can't remember the other brand, but those two are the main ones. But I'm not huge fans of them. So guys, if anyone knows of a really great drugstore setting powder, please let me know to invest and find that. So now I'm using the Sleek contour kit, kind of the original ones that they came out with, which is just like the face contour kits with the 2 shades in it. I'm using that in the dark, and I'm just using that to warm my face up and to set in that cream contour that I use to contour my face. I used to use this so much before. I don't use it much now, just because, you know, you just come across so many different kinds of products. But now, even as I'm like using it and watching myself using it back, and even on the day when I was filming this video, I thought, oh, I know why I fell in love with this one. I fell in love with it. And I think mainly it's just because of the pigment. And I don't know if they are a black owned company. I always assumed they were, but you never know nowadays. But with that, I always thought, you know, like that they, you know, they would always show up, their products would show up on dark skin. So and I remember that always being a fact that stood out and still stands out today, because everything's showing up really well. There are some brands that just don't hit it for the darker girls. They just don't. So Sleek definitely do that. Definitely do that. Like, look how well all the colours show up on my skin, but still naturally performing. So it's definitely like, it's even the type of makeup that I think you could use as an artist, a makeup artist, because there are certain ways you want makeup to stand out, and I think Sleek definitely has that ability to provide that. You know, with what I used on that day, to be honest, I'm not overly impressed with the foundation in all of its work. It's good, but then as well, it's life proof. It's not claiming to be full coverage, which I like. I think that's it. The fact that, like, I love a full coverage, go ham foundations, no imperfections, that's why. But anyway, now I'm using, guys, let me just finish this video and the stuff that I'm using. I'm using the highlighting palette, the Precious Metals, and I've been using this a lot lately. I really like the packaging on this palette. There are 3 creamy shades and 1 powder shade, and the one that I'm using now is the powder shade. I really like the undertone of it. I really think it worked really nicely with my skin, and it was almost like the more I was blending that powder out with this amazing brush, the more beautiful it was coming out on my skin, and that was nice. So here's that palette that I was telling you guys again about, and I'm using that kind of creamy light shade. I'm just going to go in with that in my inner corner. Yeah, I just wanted to say about the highlighting palette. I really like it. I love the packaging. There's a lovely mirror in there. It's just a very portable, beautiful palette. I think it's again a great palette to bring on holiday, and that's a Sleek highlighter palette, Precious Metals. Because I just feel like if you like creams as well, there's 3 creams in there. That's quite nice to use. So I'm using this blush palette, and this is the Sugar Boss palette, and it has 3 of their shades in it actually. It has Turbinado and Muscovado and Demerara, and those they're nice. All of them are nice, really nice blushes. So I'm now going with this Makeup Revolution Glow Revolution setting spray, and I'm just going to put that all over my face. And you have to really shake this bad boy before you use it. Like, make sure if you ever buy this product, shake the heck out of it before you spray, because you will have massive bits of gold bits all over your face if you do not. Having said that, the product, if you know how to use it, it is wonderful. But you may get a shocking the first few times you use it, because it's, yes, you have to know how to work it. I'm just going to go in, guys. I'm just going to do my lips really quickly. And none of these products are Sleek because I don't have any of this lip products. But yeah, so Sleek, they are an affordable drugstore product. I personally believe, and I remember it as a fact, that Sleek was a black owned company, and it really appealed because you can get them in all the black hair stores. But they have a number of eyeshadow palettes, incredible. I don't have any of their I don't have, you know, I should have more than one in my kit, to be honest, and I did fall in love with their palettes at one point. But they have I think they have like 8 or 10 palettes that are all similar shape to the one that I was showing you, and their eyeshadows are just like, they have a huge range of colors, shimmers, mattes, and I think even glitters, to be honest. They have contour kits, foundations, I believe they have primers, they have highlighting palettes, and to be honest, I really do like all the things that I have. You know, if I was to compare it with all the other products that I have, I think the highlighter and the eyeshadows are the things that I would probably use the most, and the contour, but even the blushes as well. So yeah, they're really, really great products. They actually do stand out and they own their place. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope it was informative. You can get Sleek in Superdrug, in all the black hair stores, even online. Yeah, I hope that was enjoyable for you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay beautiful and blessed. Take care, guys. Bye.